Hi, welcome to the next instalment. This particular video we're going to be looking at 3 states, reason being 2 of the states we're going to be through in 7 days. So we've got Arkansas first. Arkansas, yeah, route-wise again pretty straightforward as they all seem to be, and as we move in towards the eastern seaboard, far more populated, so services are going to be far more frequent. There'll be more places to stay. We can break up or extend the daily mileage depending on how we feel, basically. Weather conditions, yeah, if it's torrential downpour for the day, it's not going to be pleasant, so we may be cutting short mileage. It depends, it's up to the individual. So we're looking at the 3 states. We've got Arkansas, and then after Arkansas we've got Tennessee. I don't have a map for Tennessee, it's actually coming over from the States. But Tennessee, we're in for 2 days. And then we've got Mississippi. Mississippi I'm going through in 5 days, so that's 7 days to get through Tennessee and Mississippi, hence the 3-state video. Now, climate, temperature, yeah, we're looking at, again, it's temperate, it's manageable. We're looking at below 80 and certainly above 65. That's at nighttime temperature as well, so we're okay with that. Rainfall, most is 9 inch for the month in each of the particular states. It's actually a little bit less as we again moving eastwards. One sort of slight concern, Arkansas, there has been reports of snow at the time you're going through, but it's, as an average, that it won't happen. It's only a rare occurrence apparently. So temperature wise for these next 3 states, yeah, we're fine. We're moderate. Rainfall is certainly not going to be a problem. Humidity is not a problem that time of year, and looking on tourist guides for those states, the recommended sort of visiting is round about where I'm going anyway, which is sort of mid-spring-ish. So yeah, we're okay. Mid-spring and then sort of early autumn are the best times to go. So we're in the best times. We've kind of planned to be that way anyway. So those are the 3 states. So we'll go through the maps, and maps of 2 of them obviously, and then we're going to go through the spreadsheet, the mileage. We'll be looking at sort of routes and how basic the routes are. It's not an issue. We're not talking about cross country for 50 or 60 miles. These are roads which all seem to link across. So in terms of actual navigation, with the physical map, with obviously the virtual mapping, the likes of Google Maps, etc., it shouldn't really be a problem. Obviously there's going to be hiccups because there always will be. But those 3 states we're looking at now, Arkansas, Tennessee, Mississippi, we should be through there in quite a short space of time, really. As much as 3, we're getting through them quite quick now. So, important thing to mention, of course, is this is a fundraising challenge for the Hospice and to go by Children's Hospice, Oswestry and Conwy. Sponsorship, etc., donations are really sort of vital to these hospices. Delighted to say that Wrexham Lager, one of our local companies, and anything with Wrexham on it is obviously massive in the States at the moment, so just having the name on the shirts and hats, etc., that have been given will be a huge boost. They've also donated a good amount for the charity. Thank you very much all at Wrexham Lager and the F. Jones Initiative. Also the GMB, my union, has donated quite a large amount as well, so we're looking at progressing quite well with the fundraising. I've set a target of 20,000 and we're over the 10%. I think about 12% into that. Videos, yeah, I'll be pushing obviously the fundraising side of it. Now, the next video I'll do will be probably the last one in the spare room. The next ones will be done actually when I'm on the walk, which is where the interesting bit kicks in really. It's when you're actually physically out there doing it. That's what adds this sort of reality, or gives a reality to the video rather than just be sitting here talking. So we've got 1 more video to go, possibly 2, depends. And then it's actually, this is the 2nd of December, so 1 month today, 2nd of January, I actually travel down to Heathrow before flying out on the 3rd. So 1 month today is when it becomes real, when it kicks in, and when we're doing the videos actually on the move, we're doing the videos travelling, and we're out there actually on the walk, which is where it's got some meaning there, when we can physically be out there and experience the conditions, experience the landscape, if you like, and what this last 18 months of planning has been geared towards. So 2 more videos. Next one we're going to be looking at Alabama, and then possibly Georgia. I'll leave South Carolina till the last video and we'll do a quick roundup of what we've gone through so far in terms of route planning, etc. Then the one after that we'll be out there on the road doing it, which is where it kicks in. So until then, stay safe, watch the video, see what you think. If you want to comment, great. Take care and see you soon. Right, here we go. State number 6, Arkansas. Right, we're looking at basically 1 day per town here. 2 there, maybe 2 for these 2. Not sure, depends on sort of the weather conditions and the terrain, but I'll judge those when I get there. I think coming off that 25 to do those 2 in 1 day, then a 28 the day after, it's just pushing it a bit much. We'll see how that goes. Now we're looking at 15 days here to get across Arkansas, which I think is manageable. So with 2 days there. Temperatures here, we're looking at sort of 70s to 80s. Weather conditions, yeah, not a great deal in terms of rainfall. I think it's around about 9-inch average for the whole of the state in that month. We're looking at maybe that month there, 1st to the 15th of April, going through those 15 days. So the weather warming up, humidity gradually getting higher again as we move towards the eastern seaboard. But I think Arkansas there, 15 days to get across. With those particular towns there, there's services in between as well. When we go to the map, we'll see the different places where we can stop. Seashore is quite a big town there, so there may be a possibility of maybe 1 or possibly 2 nights accommodation there, just to sort of get everything together, get myself together, and have a bit of a respite inside this particular state. Arkansas, state number 6. Right, here we go, state number 7, Tennessee. Now, for an American state to be passing through in 42 miles is quite unusual, but we're just clipping across a lot of these states, as we've said before. So from Marion, Arkansas to Roselle, 16 mile, then we got marathon distance, we got Roselle to Collierville at 26 mile, obviously Collierville, that we can pass through there into Mississippi. So for this particular state, we're there for 2 days, we do 42 mile. There's no map to follow this yet. It's actually still en route from the States. I think it's advisable to have maps for everything, as well as the sort of the Google Maps, etc., the virtual, the software applications that we can use. But in case of any technical difficulties, which can happen, I think it's always important to have a map. So that will follow. So there's no map on this particular video, but I will have it when I get out there. But for the sake of 2 days, I think we can safely say that if we go wrong there, then I've got problems. So that's Tennessee, state number 7, there for 2 days. Right, here we go, state number 8. Another sort of short hop really, at 100 miles, just under. So 5 days I've given myself to get across Mississippi. Again, pretty straightforward route, 1 day, 1 day. 2 days there, plus looking at the area, there are places to stop. So I've given myself an extra day, give myself 5 days to get across there, though in reality it could quite easily take 4. I'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Mississippi again, we're looking at a little bit more humid again. Weather-wise, yeah, it's going to be sort of 75 to 80 approximately as an average for that time of year in Mississippi. So that there, another a quick state to pass through. That's Mississippi, number 8. Right, Arkansas, the first half. Now crossing from Oklahoma into Mansfield, we pick up here on the route there, which is the 71, then down to a trail which takes us to Boonville. Boonville we pick up on Highway 10, and we follow Highway 10 past Belleville, Casa, and then here we have the trail which we pick up alongside Highway 9 to Plumerville. Plumerville we can then parallel the Interstate 40, moving through to Conway, and then from Conway moving up on the 65, the trail that runs alongside to Greenbrier. That's the first half there of Arkansas. The highest peak in Arkansas is here, which is 2,700 feet. It's actually Magazine Mountain. So that's the highest peak in Arkansas. So you can see it's not really, maybe undulations all the way through looking at it, but nothing of any major sort of ascent. So that should be a fairly straightforward route, certainly for the first half as you move towards Greenbrier. That's Arkansas Part 1. Arkansas Part 2. Moving from Greenbrier, We're going to pick up smaller roads here as a 310 towards Romance. Romance then moving to a big area here of Searcy. Searcy then going through on the 64 past Augusta, staying on the 64 through Wynn into Earl then to Marion, and then we're dropping from here, we're dropping down into Tennessee, just after Memphis there, probably propping down towards Collierville with a stop in between, sort of kind of near the airport area, which is just off the map. So this is Arkansas Part 2. No particular climbs to worry about. This looks a pretty, again, straightforward route. Lots of trail, lots of towns in between, so plenty of services. Arkansas. Right, to continue with the journey, now there's no map at the moment for Tennessee, as was said on the video. So we're going to drop down, I'm only there for 2 days anyway, Collierville being the last town, dropping then on a trail which takes us past Mount Pleasant towards Walnut on the 72. Now there are roads that parallel, so if that's unwalkable, if they tell me I can't walk it, that's fine. There's roads that parallel all the way across, at the 5 for instance. From Walnut to Corinth, Corinth to Luca, and then we're out then into Alabama. So 5 days across the very top there of Mississippi. As we cut through the bottom of Tennessee, we cut through the top there of Mississippi. So 7 days will take care of these 2 states. Again, lots of towns popping up on the way through, so lots of services. So I think that it should be manageable. We're not in for long. Corinth looks about the best place, from what I've gathered, about the best place for accommodation if need be. But then dropping through into Luca then out in towards Alabama.